Sugar Mass 51 is slated to be one of the best ever, as the government has committed to put in more money into the annual festivities. That commitment was announced by Minister of Culture Samuel Duggins during a media briefing at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort on Thursday, announcing plans for the 2022-2023 carnival season. He stressed that due to the current economic climate, the possibility that some aspects of the festivities may not take place was real, but that the government is committed to pumping money into carnival to prevent this from happening.
Global activities that will drive prices up. And so some of our practitioners found it very difficult to participate this year, and we could not have that. So I want to say to our troops, I am happy to be a part of supporting, and I'm happy to see that all of you are back on board, ready to participate in full splendor and all your glory. I'm happy to say to our Calypsonians, and I'm happy to say to our soca artists and everyone involved, that we are happy to support in whichever way, to carry some of that load, because we know it's not easy. Trying to get costumes, trying to get equipment, trying to get it all done so that you could participate in what our carnival is. And I'm happy that the government has made a way for that to happen.
President of the St. Kitts Nevis National Carnival Committee, Shannon Hawley, in supporting the minister's thrust, stressed on the importance of this year's event, especially considering that most outdoor carnival events were suspended for the past 2 years due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
It might not all happen this year, but this is the intent, and this is how we want to move this National Carnival product forward as a business opportunity for all, where trickle-down effects are so massive across the board for stakeholders, the corporate community, etc. So we're here today, and this is, as Monarch said, our first media briefing to welcome you and for you to give you an idea. We released the National Carnival calendar officially last Friday, and we know that many of you have seen the number of events on the National Carnival calendar. And we intend to ensure that every event, whether it's a national event, a cultural event, or a private event, comes off successfully. And our role as the National Carnival Committee is to ensure that we are there to support all National Carnival stakeholders, no matter how small that National Carnival stakeholder may be.
Meanwhile, Director of Creative Economy, Robertine Webb, spoke to the inclusion of some new and not so new events as part of the Carnival calendar.
We are elated to be partnering with Carnival Secretariat in the hosting of the opening of Carnival. So opening of Carnival has gone back to Department of Culture. And two descriptive words that I would say would be unprecedented and grand. So be prepared. The next event we would be hosting would be In the Spirit of Christmas. And yes, we're going back to the circus. Another event that is an inaugural event is the Midnight Escape, which is a street festival. It's a downtown street festival. I'm not sure how many of you are aware of the midnight markets in Atlanta or New Jersey, and they had a food and rum festival in Barbados. We're going there, all right? And then we have the National Folk Galore, which is a combination of the Masquerade, Bowl, and Mixed Folk competitions and the Folklore Avenue. So the Department of Culture, which falls under the umbrella of the Ministry of Creative Economy, is continuously working to document and preserve our culture through ICH, which is the Intangible Cultural Heritage.
The official opening of Carnival is on Friday, December 2. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.